Welcome back, everyone, to Let's Play Dragon Force 2 Bartz Edition. We're going for broke, baby. Hope everybody's doing okay out there. I haven't played in a few days, so I don't really remember where I was at. I think we just took our first castle, so I would think I'd have some awards to give out, except I don't. So, did I not fight? Did we not finish? What's going on here? POWs. That's always a good place to go. I have no POWs. Okay. Aid. What officers do I have? Enzo and Bartz. Okay, so there must be some mistake here. Oh. Oops. No. Okay, so we're back. I made a bit of a boo-boo there. I was using the wrong version of SSF. Again, I am playing this on the SSF Saturn emulator because I don't have a modded Saturn to play import games in English, so unfortunately. So long story short, I had a state save from my last playthrough and I was on the wrong version. You can't transfer save states. You can transfer saved files, but you cannot transfer saved states, so I had to switch. Should work out just fine for us though. So apologize for that brief little hiccup there. Again, I hope everybody's doing okay. Where we last left off, we had taken our first castle of Bilra, won a couple of battles in the process, picked up some POWs, and some canned goods just in case of a crisis. Well, no, actually. Who do we have for POWs? Maki and Ricardo. Two people I will probably not be using. Maki might see some action. Well, Ricardo is a good builder, so that's what he's going to do. With me on the... yeah, okay. Sure. And aid, we don't really need to use any of this right now. What we want to do is what I intended to do earlier. Give out some awards. Stefano's obviously getting one, except I really don't want to boost him with more monks right now. Bartz will certainly get more archers because they're extremely useful in this game. I'm actually going to save this other award I have for the time being. Now, a couple of things that I want to throw right out there. This is going to be a bit of a gimmick run. This campaign, per se. Oh, I definitely want to save my game so that I don't have to rely on save states anymore. So, I was running short on time last time, that's why I went ahead and did that. Normally, you'd want to save a game because if anything happens, your game crashes or something like that, save states can be very unreliable, so I always get to have an actual backup. Boost his troops up because he's earned it, and he could use it. Everybody else is ready to go. We're going to deploy everybody. Take on Dosia, who probably... Oh, he has no help? Oh, easy pick'ems. So this is going to be a bit of a gimmick campaign in two ways. I'll talk about that in just a bit. But first...
Bartz! やはりドグルを捨て人間につくというのだな。言うな、デルシア。もうお前の言葉には惑わされない。おお、そうか。
Sounds mad.
お前を殺して闇の力をこの力立つ。お前にできるのか、それが。あのお方と刃を交えるのか。
I love Japanese voice acting. So much passion, so much intensity. Love it. Alright, so Dosia is going down, and in order to facilitate that reality, we're going to throw out Stefano initially and finish it with Bartz. Going to get Bartz a much needed level 2, I think. Now, I was surprised when I first encountered Dosia. I thought he was going to be some sort of fighter type, but he's actually a magician. So, yeah, big talker for a magic user. And a little gruff at that, but, you know, he is what he is. And what he's about to be is going down. Courtesy of my guy here. I'd love to give Stefano the experience, but, you know, leader comes first. And Stefano's going to have every available opportunity to be one of my top people. And he's not going to disappoint because I played through this game several different times and he has yet to disappoint me once, so... Cry baby! Cry for me! So anyway, yes, about the gimmicks. First off, let's throw out a salamander. Gonna poke us some dudes. Get your mind out of the gutter. So, gimmick number 1. As much as possible, I would like to make this the antithesis of my Ganga's Bozak run, which is gonna basically amount to my spending as little time in the caverns as possible. So I want to see what happens when I legitimately run through the game without relying on the caverns to get a lot of good items and a lot of high level ups. I want to just plow through the game, taking people on at their current level. I won't have people at level 15, 20, 25, anything ridiculous like that unless they come that way. Or unless they've gained it the hard way by taking out actual castles, not caverns. So we'll see how that plays out. Not the only, but the major downside to approaching the game that way is going to be in my troops. I'm going to suffer for quite a while with some of my people because our troop types are not going to be what we'd like them to be for quite a while. I'm not going to have as many horseback as I would like. Not going to have any dragons for a while. Not going to have any ghosts for a while, most likely. So we're going to have to rely on searching the right castles, I think, for a while to get some good stuff. In the meantime, Stefano is going to valiantly fight down to the last drop of health. We're not going to let him fall in combat, though, so we're taking him out right now. Right now. Get out of dodge. Pronto. So that's gimmick number 1. I think it should make for a challenging playthrough, except it's going to be a little bit more challenging on top of that because I had a great idea given to me by one of my viewers to have I won't even say elf themed, but other themed team. By that I mean Bartz, as you can see here, is half dark elf, and it's something that brings him much lamentation, you know, trying to sort out his roots as well as his allegiances, where they lie, where they should lie, and where he's going to go with that. And he also recruits a lot of people who are of similar ilk. That having been said, there are a lot of people that you can recruit in this game who are dark elf or half dark elf. And this game, I'm going to play things a little differently. I'm going to recruit everybody that I can, as always, but in terms of who I make my main teams, my go-to people, it's going to be comprised entirely of characters who are not human at all. They can be half human or part human, like Elon or some of the Bozak generals, but for the most part, it's going to be a non-human run, just to make things interesting. And to that effect, I'm also going to emphasize my Dark Elves. So the Dark Elf generals and troops are going to take precedence over all of the classes. Well, I guess I should say all other species. Classes has more to do with their job, which could be knights, mage, priests, so on and so forth. And he is out of troops, huh? My soldiers can just sit tight regardless. We'll leave this to the archers. Except, you know what? Order all to attack. And see, I was a little late to realize a good strategy that I should have taken advantage of. I could have had all my people stay on the offensive early on. Even though I would have lost a lot of troops, ideally, we could have gotten to a duel before the clock hit 0, and I could have finished him off with Arm Doubler, because there's no way he's beating Bartz in a one-on-one. I'm sorry, it just cannot happen in this dimension or the next. So, hopefully he can finish off all my troops before the clock hits 0. At this point, it might not happen, but maybe they could actually finish him off themselves before that happens too. I'd be perfectly fine with that outcome, I just wasn't sure how likely that would be. Give you a chance to actually listen to the background music here. Like I said, I want to do a little less talking this playthrough. I will still be jabbing, for better or for worse. But I'm trying not to run a mile a minute nonstop. I could be wrong, but I'm imagining it's as taxing on you, the listener, as it is to I, the speaker. And just trying not to drag things out any longer than I have to, but we will finish things up real quick. I'm going to try to be more mindful of that in this playthrough as well, just trying to avoid draws as much as possible, unless I'm using it to my strategic advantage, to pull myself out of a gutter. All attack. Ah, yes, I have my voice back. It's a wonderful thing. I can sing again. Not that I was ever a terrific singer, but I'm tired of butchering your ears. There's an episode of Pop for Mail playthrough I haven't uploaded yet, part 2, but there's a part where I'll have to put up a apology annotation in there somewhere, because I'm leaving it in there. Yeah. But I'm fairly well rested today, so hopefully things will go a little bit more smoothly in terms of talking. When I get tired, it all falls down real fast. Dare you accept a duel with me? Prepare yourself for a beating. And Bartz wasn't playing around there. That wasn't even a beating. That classifies as a... what do you call that? SmackDown doesn't quite convey it either. Poor Dosia, except not, because he was kind of a jerk. A comrade defying Lord Arundel. I never thought I'd see the day. Think it over, Bartz. Do you really wish to stain your hands with the blood of your brothers? Really? Why would you protect humans in their world? They're the ones who made enemies out of us! Damn you. Bartz. Are you finished? I have no choice but to fight our kind right now. It's a tough path to walk, but for those like Fina, and for the sake of peace, I will not stray from this blood-stained path. Well said, Bartz, well said. Man's gotta do what a man's gotta do. Whether that man be human or dark elf does not matter to me. Especially when he levels up. And Stefano got a level up too, even though he did not do too much, so that's great. But he was instrumental in that fight, so. Next up, we have Hanshin here, all by his wee lonesome. We're gonna hope to recruit him and not kill him, so. On that note, I want to send somebody with a spell that can do damage without killing him. And right now, I think that would only be Ricardo. That would only be Ricardo, so I don't want him to get any experience necessarily, but Stefano's level 3, yeah, we'll send him out. Please appoint a new honcho, that'll be Enzo. We can take him out before Domestic, I think, and after that, we'll be approaching Rosarto. This will be our first legitimate fight, I think. But first, let's storm the fort. The heat of battle boils in my cursed blood. That's why I always win. Rebel Army forces! Such nasty opponents! Yes, indeed, Hanshin. And he is a character that can be slain quite frequently, so we want to be very careful. We want to be very careful. We'll actually do the reverse of what I normally do. Have Bartz weaken him up, and Ricardo will finish up. I want to use one knife toss when he's at low health in the hopes that he will run away. I do not want to finish him off with any attack whatsoever because, again, I don't want to play the roulette. Because if he dies, we lose a very good general for searching castles and caverns and towns. And at this early stage, especially since I'm not relying on the caverns to level up and grind and get good items and forge new weapons, we're going to kind of need that a little bit. Archers will advance. Order all to disperse. Now, archers by themselves advance, please. Soldiers, come back together. We're going to bring it all back home. And guard Bartz with your lives. Your next of kin shall be notified of your noble deeds, should the need arise. Another good track here. See how our archers are doing. Okay, then we will have attack. Gonna lose a few in the process, but that's fine. If I could get a few to stand by on both sides of him, perfect. And we'll see how our soldiers are holding up. Not too well against the monks, but that's okay. He doesn't have too many left. So we will draw out the clock as well as whittle his health down just a pinch. Make things easier. Except they don't seem to be getting a lot of arrows in at all. Okay, where did you guys attend archery school at anyway? Come on now. He's right in front of you. You're less than 10 feet away, I guess. Though, I suppose with the arrow, a bow and arrow at least, the closer a target is, I imagine the harder it would be to hit them and put some power behind it. But still, this is a game. This is fantasy. No technicalities, or very little technicalities to consider. Okay, oops, I'm not paying attention. Oh, okay, I hope he runs away. I'm not going to use Ricardo at this point because his health is too low. Yeah. But good. He still ran away. That's all I wanted to see. And he was captured. Perfect. Perfect. Thank you. So things are moving along pretty well so far. Recruits. And back up to full. Put it on fast. I cannot approach Topaz yet, otherwise I would take them out right away. So for the time being, we're just going to deal with Rosarto. Got Valshina, Oscar, Mateo, and Laura. So one character here who will become a main recruit, much to my dismay. I mean, I have nothing against Laura personally. Sure, she's a terrific person when you get to know her, but she's just not very useful on the field. But she is a dark elf, so guess what, guys? That qualifies her to join my A team. Though as time progresses, she will quickly make it to my B team. But we'll keep her in because, again, gimmicks. So right now, my main people are going to be Bartz, Stefano, and Laura. So out of 4 I've recruited, those are the only ones who qualify for my certifications. So we want to recruit, I guess, everybody because I don't have a lot of troops right now. Except, you know what? To make things easier, I will wait for the next domestic screen, get some more troops before I take them on. Because Valshina has healing. So add that to the fact that she has 6 MP, she's going to be a lot of fun. Laura has deep black, she can use it twice. Other than that, not worried about her. Very weak offensively and defensively. Oh, defensive 52? Yeah, you'll go down like a sack of bricks. These two will put up a little bit of resistance, but not terribly much. Yeah, very much fond of the soundtrack for this game. I think the map fields and the domestic affairs have the best music across most of the campaigns. There are a couple that are kind of but I like most of what I've heard so far.
ベルシアの率いるドグルの侵攻でこのファンダリアは傷つき再建のめども立っていません。
ベルシアを倒したとはいえまだ奴が率いていたドグルの残党がいます。
Of course there are. I'd be disappointed any other way.
一旦始めたら最後まで面倒見るだよ。国に号令をかけるには国王になって残党を成敗するのが一番です。
せめてもの罪滅ぼしということか。だが俺が受け入れられるのか。
反感を持つ者も少なくありますまい。しかし今ファンダリアの人々はよりどころを失っています。
もしこのまま放っておかれれば滅亡は必至。そうなることの方が大事ではないでしょう。分かってはいる。
またこの地にはドグルの血を持った人間も大勢います。必ずしも全てのドグルがデルシアのようになったわけではありません。そうだ、オイラみたいなハーフドグルはバーツ様に助けてもらわなきゃ。デルシアの子分のドグルと一緒に殺されちまうだ。
Yeah, we don't want any sort of ethnic cleansing level of audacity to be taking place. Not on my watch.
彼らが差別されずに生きられるようにするために。
オラからもお願いするだ。
Ah, dude.
ならば、魔族の脅威でこの国を守るため、俺の力を役立ててもらおう。これでいいか、ダリア。
それでよろしいかと。
なんとめでたい。今日は神聖ファンダリア建国の日ですな。では
バーツ様、ファンダリア国王として最初の内政。バーツ様、 バーツ様に面会を求めている武人がおります。
I've never heard that phrase before. Sellsword? I mean, I get what it means. It's basically mercenary, but still, never heard it put quite that way. Or read it put quite that way.
魔族と戦い国を守っていくためには人材がいくらあっても足りません。ぜひお会いになってください。
デルシアを倒したのはあんたかい？そうだ。なるほど。あんたもデルシアと同じ匂いがする。魔族の匂いがな。失礼な。何を言うだ。だが一応はデルシアを倒した。さて、信用していいもんかね。信用できないのならこの場を去ればいい。まあ、このファンダリアにいれば職に敗れることもなさそうだしな。よし、とりあえず俺を宿ってくれ。もしあんたが信用できないと分かったら即荷物をまとめさせてもらう。
どうなさいます、バーツ様？
今は人材が必要な時期なんだろう。ジュセッペと言ったな。それでは力を貸してくれ。ああ、任せとけ。
And that's it for this round of reports. So, Giuseppe, I guess you could kind of take him to be a bit of a jerk or a heel, a douche. But actually, and this goes for real life just as much, I actually am okay with folks like him. I actually prefer a person who is not for you or doesn't like you but is honest and upfront about it than somebody who's either two-faced or acts one way today, another way tomorrow, behind your back, that sort of thing. I like somebody to be upfront about how they feel. So he gets respect and all the credit for that. So I don't like him, but I do like him for that. So it's respect. I don't like him, but I respect him. And personally, I'd rather have respect than being liked anyway, but that's a whole nother conversation. Bartz here will get yet more archers because we can. I want to give Stefano one, but not to monks, not to monks. And I always want to pronounce him monk because of the O, but really I think it's best to say monk. It's just an odd word to me. It's just such an odd word. It doesn't look like how it sounds. It doesn't sound like how it looks. And we're going to save those awards yet again. As far as POWs, anybody feel like joining? Hanshin. Oh, okay, I wasn't expecting that. Oh, I wasn't expecting that either. On that note, I think I should save my game because that was a pleasant turn of events. We're not going to dawdle here. We're going to just move forward, progress the story if we can. See if everybody's in the same castle. They should be good. Boost his troops up. Give him a little juice. Give him some company. Everybody is all set to go. So I have a full party to engage Rosarto. I think I'm going to send my people forward. Bartz will lead the charge, of course, backed by... Actually, we will leave Ricardo, or will we? Actually, we will leave Maki. We'll take Giuseppe. And I have room for one more. We will take Enzo as well. Except, no, we'll take Ricardo. We'll take Ricardo, because he has good build, so I want to keep him moving forward. Except, who has better build between them? Oh, excuse me, Enzo has better build, so... Yeah, you get to go now. By a hair. Maki will take charge, make up for the fact that I'm not taking you. But we really don't need to leave anyone here anyway. In preparation for the day where we engage Topaz, I want to have somebody in the nearest castle to their kingdom, so he will go there, and Ricardo, actually to boost that castle's level, we'll send him too. We don't need both of them here. And I want to keep the episodes between 25 to 30 minutes. I've probably already made that mark, so we will save our game in here yet one more time. This has been Let's Play Dragon Force 2, Bartz Edition, Part 2. Thanks for watching. Everybody take care of yourselves, and hope to see you soon.